Zombie Hunter.
Friends and lovers, welcome to the Jimpressions for Schoolgirl Zombie Hunter. Why? Why would I do that? Because why not, I guess. Now, Schoolgirl Zombie Hunter is a game from that triple threat, shall we say, of Tamsoft, Axis Games, and D3 Publisher. And if you've ever dipped into their library over the past few years, you'll know that it's pretty much all this. This is a game that is set in the Onechanbara universe, and Onechanbara is a game basically about schoolgirls with all big busters on it, like fighting zombies with swords, and that's it. And they're not really all that good, but some of them manage to be just cheesy and campy and shitty enough to be alright. They're not very well made. They look like shit. This is on a PS4, and look at it. It looks like shit. And they've always been at least a generation behind in terms of visuals. But sometimes, and I described the last Onechanbara game they did, it was like Onechanbara Z2, so it was letters and numbers, but I described that as like fast food video games, or junk food video games. It really is just like a sweaty, nasty burger in your mouth that you shouldn't enjoy, and it's bad for you, and it's bad for the world, but there's just something about its greasy offering that you find acceptable when you're in the mood for something just rotten. But this one, unfortunately, doesn't have the same kind of cheesy appeal. Now, cheesecake in games like this gratuity, I don't have a problem with if the game is fine and we know what to expect. And no one ever in the world, I think, is expecting more than schoolgirls with all big busters on it and zombies from, Onechanbara series. But the absurdity of the gameplay has to match the absurdity of the concept, and that's what the successful Onechanbara games do, I feel, is they've got just this over-the-top hack-and-slash action that backs up the utter nonsense of the rest of it. And this one, Schoolgirl Zombie Hunter, not being a hack-and-slash, as you can see, is really just a shooter. And not a very good one. It's a mediocre at best shooter that looks pretty ugly and just has a banal story, what there is of it. Not great character designs, not great visuals at all. The controls are stodgy and weird. Everything feels gummy, like it's all covered in treacle. It's not a satisfying or responsive game. And again, none of the Onechanbara games are technically very good. And I mean that, I say that on the technical level, they're not very good. Practically none of them. But some of them are just ridiculous enough. And hack and slash never really has to be brilliant. I mean, Dynasty Warriors has managed to make some pretty subpar shit and still make some of it work. Obviously not Dynasty Warriors 9 after what they did to Zhang He, but, I'm over that. I'm completely over Dynasty Warriors 9. But the Dynasty Warriors series has that flamboyance to it. Like, ridiculous over-the-top characters, flourishing, impossible combo attacks, the Musou attacks, which are just so extravagant and ludicrous. And this game just doesn't really have much of that. The levels and the gameplay is pretty much the same all throughout. You get different guns, and different characters have better affinity with guns, but once you work out the rapid-fire guns are just better than, the shotguns, and then everything else can do more damage, but in my opinion, nothing matches just getting an SMG or something like, or a rifle, and just your way to success. But if you were worried, if you were panicking in any way, shape or form that the game might not let you take the schoolgirls' clothes off and have their big busters out in their underwear while they fight the zombies and get bitten and attacked by zombies, you are covered. Unlike the girls, you will be covered. So you can not worry about that. They have unlockable costumes and stuff as well. So if you like customization, limited customization, Schoolgirl Zombie Hunter, again, has you more covered than the protagonists. These are all of the characters, by the way. As I say, they've all got affinities with certain weapons, but I wouldn't worry about that. You more or less get S ranks in everything anyway, because you've just got to shoot the zombies. You got to shoot the zombies. Shoot them quick if you want, or don't. If you don't, it doesn't matter. None of this matters. I mean, I'll be perfectly honest with you, I captured this footage months ago. When did this game come out? Whenever it was, that's when I recorded this. So it's been a long time. And to be honest, I just had loads of Schoolgirl Zombie Hunter footage, because I just habitually collect the footage when I play the games. Because you never know. And you know, I was like, oh, I could do a Jimpressions on this, but I never got around to it. Something else kept happening at the time to take my attention away from it, and I just forgot about it. But I was going through with the flash drive with my stuff on it, and I was like, well, alright, I've got this footage that I'm never going to use, so why not finally get around to doing the Jimpressions of it? So it really was a why not situation. I've got some other stuff as well. I've got Slay Away Camp that I need to do at some point. Hang on, just getting a bit of a dry tongue. Water time. It's what happens when you just ramble on and on and on. Not thinking about what you're saying. You get a dry tongue, then you've got to have a bit of water. But anyway, the moral of this story is that I'm covered in ant bites from bitey ants. Oh, that zombie went flying. Did you see that one? That was immense. Anyway, oh yeah, you got a melee attack you can do, but it's shit. It's shit. Anyway, the point of the video is that I'm covered in ant bites, because what they don't tell you when you get into indie wrestling is that you might end up on a floor covered in soldier ants, and you might not know, and everyone else there might not know, until you get up and start feeling something sting on your arm, and you look down, oh, there's an ant, just an ant, it's just hanging on and biting. Oh wait, they're all over me, and they're inside of my clothes, and they're all over my back, and I've got to brush them off while simultaneously squicking out and also giggling, and Justin's trying to brush them off me, and everyone else is laughing. And yeah, one bit me right on my nose and left a mark, and that sucks. Thank the Lord that I wear face paint in most of my appearances out in the wild. Well, no, that's not true. I go out the house, I go shops and to pub, but I'll have to get some. I'll have to cover this proper up now because it looks dreadful. I was about Stardust. He wears the face paint, and he won't have to worry about the bite mark. That's a burden I have to bear. But they were biting all over, so I'm pretty bitten up. But anyway, what are we talking about again? What's this game? What is this game? I don't know what this is. I mean, I know its name, more or less. What is it? Schoolgirl? They call it hang on, I'm just going to bring up the Wikipedia page. Hold on. Right, Schoolgirl / Zombie Hunter, although it's a lightning bolt. It's like Harry Potter's tattoo on the cover. SGZH. Schoolgirl Zombie Hunter. 12th of January 2017. In Japan, sorry. When did it come out over here? November. That's how long it's been. I ain't played it since then. But anyway, this is what I wanted to see. It's been described as zombie panic shooting action. And I take issue with 3 of the 4 words there. Shooting, I won't contest. That's in the game. Of course, that's in the game. Zombies I'm on the fence about that. They are nominally zombies. They are referred to as zombies, but they don't look like any zombie I want to know. Panic, no. There is no panicking in this game. It is not thrilling. It is not exciting. That's the thrust of my criticism here, is that as I say, the gameplay is not heightened to match the heightened stupidity of the concept. A stupid game is fine. A cheesecake game, in my opinion, is fine if they commit to the cheese, you know? I commit to the cheese. That's why I'm a big fat fucker. So if I can commit to the cheese, as a game trying to be zombie panic shooting action, it shouldn't be that hard to not be a very good game but be over the top. I know it's not very hard, because Tamsoft have done it before, so it's not impossible. But there you go, it's zombies attacking a school. It is set in the Onechanbara universe, so if you're very, very, very invested in this universe, and I don't just mean pounding it, because you won't get any pounding it from this one, okay? You're just gonna get nominally zombie, slightly bored shooting occurrences. I can't even say action. It is a sequence of events in which shooting marginal zombies happens. But as I say, you can just look at some knickers if you want. But you could just use the internet for that. Or just use a let's play of this if you've got to wank over a zombie panic shooting action game. But if you are at that stage, you've been wanking so much, you are very specific now. And I can't help you there. And I really hit my fist hard when I was slapping it. You don't know your own strength until you slap your own fist. And really wrap yourself on the knuckles. I have a problem with that when I do the sync up when I film Jimpressions. I go 3, 2, 1, like that. But I'll slap them so hard that I'll sometimes hurt my own hands because I've got so many powerful, strong muscles. What are we talking about again? Oh yes, Schoolgirl Zombie Hunter. It's not all that great, even by this series' standards. And honestly, it's not a zombie panic shooter action game. It's just a bit naff. But hey, I finally used some of the footage, so job done. I'm happy with that, and I'll see you later. Bye!